So in this video, we're going to go through all these little functions that we are calling in TRX index. So the first one we're going to look at is our ProjectMeal fee, and it's going to be private. Now, if you don't know what the difference between private, protected, and public is, you can think of it as private is when the function can be accessed by only functions in the same class. So for example, the public function index can access all the private functions, but things from carts won't be able to access the private function in TRX orders. Protected is kind of the same thing, except the classes that inherit from this class would be able to use the function. So if we had a protected function under application controller called, I don't know, idea, then TRX orders that inherits from application controller would be able to use that function. Public is just anything like index. You can reach it from anywhere. It's open to the public. So that's your little 101 there. So our total ProjectMeal fee just calculates the total ProjectMeal fee for all the items in the transaction. Now we're gonna first look at our session, and there's gonna be some a symbol called SVC, which stands for Stripe Vendor Charges. And we're just gonna talk about this in just one moment. We will be using Stripe as our payment gateway to take payments. So if you haven't heard of Stripe already, then you can Google it and find out what they're all about. But that's what we're going to use, and let's just put a comment. So we might as well use set the session here. The fee here would be equal to 0, and session SVC dot each do key array, and we're going to end this, and then we're going to do a fee equals fee plus array fee, and we're going to return fee. So don't worry if you don't really understand this yet, it will all make sense. But as you can already notice, fee equals 0. This Stripe vendor charges would return an array of Stripe user ID and total. So let's just go ahead and define this Stripe vendor charges actually. And we'll do an end, and I'm just gonna put a comment here to tell you what it does, and we'll go through them in the next video. But what Stripe vendor charges does is this function will break down our cart, and it will tally up the total according to vendors. Because we are able to buy items from multiple shops, multiple vendors, multiple grocers, we want to tally up the total from the vendor. So let's say you buy 5 items from grocer A. You want the total for grocer A, and you want the total from grocer B if you've bought 3 items from grocer B for a total of 8 items. You want to get the total for the separate grocers, and then we want to calculate the fee for these grocers. So it will return an array of Stripe user ID and total, and we will talk more about this in our next video. But at this point, we'll just leave it here. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave questions and comments in the question box below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.